Hello again and welcome to my channel. Today's tutorial is for the scallop stitch. It's a little bit like a shell stitch, but it's a little bit longer. I'm using double knit yarn and a 5mm hook, and we're going to start with a chain. Oops. And the chain needs to be multiples of 4 plus 3. So for this swatch, obviously I'm not going to do a massively long sample, but I'll just work in the 4 chains. So we slip knot onto the hook however you want to do your slip knot, and work in chains in multiples of 4 and then add the 3. So we've got 1, and to do a chain it's yarn over and just pull the loop through the loop that's on your hook. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So that's giving me 4 groups of 4, and then we need the final 3 chain, and those 3 chains are going to count as the first stitch, so it's going to count as a double crochet. So into the 5th chain from the hook, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which is this one, we're going to work a double crochet. So it's yarn over the hook, into the chain, pick up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. So we've in effect got a double here, and this is our first double of the pattern repeat. So we're going to do a further 3 doubles into that same chain. So yarn over, pick up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, into the chain, pick up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and we need a 4th double in this same chain. So yarn over again, pick up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over, pull through 2. We're going to now skip 3 chains. So there's 1, there's 2, there's 3, and into the 4th chain we're going to work 4 double crochets again. So yarn over, into the chain, pick up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and we're going to do that another 3 times, all into this same chain here. So yarn over, pick up a loop, yarn over through 2, yarn over through 2, and another double crochet, and a final double crochet. Again we're going to skip 3 chains, and we're going to work 4 doubles into the 4th chain. So we skip 1, 2, 3, and into the 4th we're going to work 4 double crochets as we've done on the 2 previous repeats there. So there's 1 and 2, 3, and a final 4th, and then again we're going to skip 3 chains, and we're going to work 4 doubles again into the 4th chain. So yarn over, into the chain, pick up a loop, yarn over through 2, yarn over, through 2, and we're going to do another 3 double crochets into that same chain space. There's 3 and 4. And then we're going to skip the next chain, and we're going to do 1 double into the last chain, and that completes the foundation row. So row 2 and row 3 form the 2 pattern rows of this design. It's quite an easy one, that it's only got the 2 rows to follow. So row 2, we're going to work 3 chain, and again that's going to count as the first double. Each row will start with the 3 chain, which is counting as a first double. We're now going to flip over your work, and we're working back along these stitches. So we're going to do a front post double into the first double of this group of 4. To do a front post, if you're not familiar with it, it's yarn over, and then we're going to put the hook behind the post of this stitch and catch the loop. Pull it to the front, yarn over, through 2, and yarn over and through 2. We skip the next stitch and then into the space between the next 2 stitches. So we've worked around the front post of the first one, we're skipping the second. In the space between the third and the fourth, we're going to work 3 doubles. So we yarn over, through 2, yarn over, through 2, yarn over, pick up a loop, yarn over, through 2, excuse me, yarn over, through 2, and a third double, chain 2, and we're going to do another 3 doubles into this same space here. So we've got 1 and 2 and 3. That leaves us with the last double of these 4 double of the group from the previous row. We're going to do a front post double around this 4th double here. So again, yarn over, behind the post of the stitch and pick up the loop, yarn over, through 2, yarn over, through 2. We then skip the space between the 2 groups of 4. I'm going to work on this second group of 4 here, exactly the same as we've just done on these ones. So the first stitch is going to be the front post double, followed by the 3 doubles, chain 2 and 3 doubles in the space between the second and the third. So we've got 1, 2 and 3, chain 2, and work a further 3 doubles into that same chain, the same space. It's not actually a chain space, it's just the space between the second and the third doubles from the blocks of 4 on the previous row. We're then going to front post double into the last double of that block of 4. So yarn over, behind the post, pick up a loop, yarn over, through 2, yarn over, through 2. That completes the second repeat, and we're going to just repeat this same pattern all the way across, however many blocks of 4 you've got for however long you want your project to be. So the next stitch is the front post double, followed by the 3 doubles into the space. There's 1, 2 and 3, oops, chain 2 and another 3 doubles into that same space, 1 and 2 and 3. That leaves us with the final double from the previous row in that block of 4, and we're going to do a front post double around that stitch. So there we've got 3 pattern repeats. For the final one, obviously if you're doing a much longer project, you would need to pause the video and work along to the last block of 4 stitches. Once you reach the final block, again we're going to front post around that first stitch with a front post double, skip a stitch into the space, we're going to work 3 doubles, yes, 2 and 3, chain 2 and then another 3 doubles into that same space, skip the next stitch and we're going to work a front post double around this final double here, and then the very last stitch is a double into the 3 chain that we started row 1. So just into the top of that 3 chain we're going to work a double. So there's row 2 complete. For row 3 we're going to turn over, and again we're going to start with a chain 3, and that chain 3 is going to count as the first double. And we do that at the beginning and the end of each row. We're going to have a double just to keep the sides nice and straight and neat. So from the double we're going to skip the first double, we're going to skip these 3 stitches and work 4 doubles into this 2 chain space here. So ignoring the first double there and the 3 doubles of this pattern repeat, and in that 2 chain space work 4 doubles. So we've got 1, oops, 2, 3 and 4. So your work will look like so. And then we just carry on skipping the 3 stitches here, and we're going to go we skip the 3 doubles, we skip the 2 front post doubles and the 3 doubles again. We're skipping straight across to this next 2 chain space here, and we're going to work 4 doubles into that chain space. It's a fairly easy row, this one. And again, skipping all of these stitches right across to the next 2 chain space where we're going to work 4 doubles. 1, 2, 3 and 4. Skip all of these stitches here over to the last 2 chain space. We're going to work 4 doubles. 1, 2, 3 and 4. And then we're going to skip the last 3 doubles and the front post double over into this 3 chain space that we started the previous row with, and we're going to work a double into the top of that 3 chain space to give us our final double. So those 2 rows actually form the pattern. I would tend to end on the pattern with the shell rather than the straight, unless you want a straight edge if you're doing a border around something. So I'll run through the 2 pattern rows again, just so that you're totally familiar with the stitch. So we're starting with 3 chain that counts as the first double, and we're working again on these 4 doubles. So we're going to do a front post into the first one, skip the next one, work 3 doubles, 2 chains, 3 doubles into this space, work a final front post double around the 4th stitch, and then we go straight across to the next block of 4. So we've got the front post around that first stitch, skip a stitch and into the space, we're working 3 doubles, 2 chain and 3 doubles, and then the last stitch of the repeat is the front post double around the 4th double. Straight across to the next block of 4 where we're going to work a front post double, skip the next stitch and into the space we're going to work 3 doubles, 2 chain and 3 more doubles, and a final front post double in the last double of the block of 4. We skip the 3rd one. So front post double and then straight over to the next block of 4 where we start with a front post double, skip the next stitch and into the space we're going to work 3 doubles, chain 2 and 3 more doubles, and then into the final double of that block of 4 we're going to work a front post double, and then again into the next block of 4 we start with the front post double around the first stitch, skip the next stitch and into the space we work 3 doubles, chain 2, 3 doubles, and a front post double around the last stitch in that block of 4, and the final stitch is the double into the 3 chain that we started with. So there we've done 2 complete shell patterns for the scalloped shell. The next row I'll just do quickly, and that is the row where you're just doing the 4 doubles in each of the 2 chain spaces, not forgetting to do the 3 chain to start. So straight over to this chain space here where I'll quickly work 4 doubles, and then straight across to the next 2 chain space, skipping all of the stitches in between, we do 4 doubles again. I think this this pattern would look really nice worked downwards from a yoke on a baby cardigan. I think that's something that I'm going to try out. There's 3 and 4, and the final 4 doubles into the last 2 chain space, and then the very last stitch each time will be into the top of the 3 chain start stitch where we do a final double. So there you have the scallop stitch. As I say, it's a really pretty stitch, and it's got a little bit of texture to it. I do hope you've enjoyed this tutorial. Please subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye.